home, tribe. Christy here for our first yoga class together. This class is going to focus on stress relief. So, I know Lisa's given you guys some great tools already for that. A great example of that is the 4-4-7 breathing. We will be doing that in today's class. But also, what I want you to do is every time we exhale in this class, go ahead and think that you're stress relieving with every exhale. So you're kind of pushing out all the exhale. You're pushing out all of the stress in your life on your exhale. So you're really thinking, breathe in love, breathe out stress. Breathe in love, breathe out stress. So that's what we're going to focus on today. Now, every yoga class, we'd like to start with a little tune-in, a little meditation. These classes are going to be fairly short. I know everyone's busy and wants to keep moving on with their day, but this is a great way to get your body moving, relieve some stress, and still feel accomplished and worked out for the day. So, without further ado, whenever you're ready, find your way to a comfortable seat. That may mean crisscross like I am. Maybe you're sitting legs in a V. Maybe you're sitting on your knees. Maybe legs are straight out or feet are bent, or knees bent, feet planted. Whatever that means for you. Just find a comfortable seat. Then I want you to firm in your seat and grow your spine nice and tall. And hands can gently rest on your knees. Next, you're going to go ahead and close your eyes. And what I want you to do is start breathing your natural breath. So you're not making any changes to the way you breathe. You're allowing your body to be breathed by you. Every time a thought creeps into your mind, bring your attention back to your natural breathing. You can tell yourself, breathe in and out. That may help. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. In, out. And continue your natural breath. Allow any previous happenings of your day or any to-do lists to gently drift away from your thoughts. And if you notice any thoughts coming in, just allow there to be awareness without giving them attention. So that means you're not asking questions when a thought comes in. You're not expanding on that thought. You're allowing it to show up and releasing it. Good, and now we're going to take a few of those 4-4-7 breaths. So next what I want you to do is inhale for 4, 2, 3, 4, and pause for 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale out. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, now inhale 4. And hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, more of those on your own. So when you breathe in for your 4 counts, really send the breath to your low belly. Feel the expansion there. And then pause and hold. And on your exhale, really suck your belly button towards your spine. Press all the air in your lungs out. Good. Then inhale, grow your belly. Pause. And then exhale for 7, belly button to your spine. Good. Now both hands to your knees. So that breath, the 4-4-7 breath, is a very relaxing breath. It can really bring you back to a state of calm and release with that slightly extended exhale. Now what I'd like to do is what's called more like a flow breath, or sometimes called water breath. This is our most natural state of breathing. Ideally, we do this breathing at all times. So this is going to be 4 count in, 4 count pause, 4 count out, 4 count pause. So when we're doing this all of the time, this creates an environment of a relaxed mind, yet an energized body. So if you can imagine, this breath is great for right before a workout, right before a meeting, or maybe you're giving a presentation, something like that. This is such a great workout because it really is going to keep your mind calm and relaxed, however, give you that energy in your body to get you moving. So let's go ahead. Again, hands can be on your knees or just in your lap, whatever's most comfortable. And what you're going to do is you're going to breathe in for 4. So inhale, 2, 3, 4, and pause. 2, 3, 4. Now exhale. 2, 3, 4, and pause. 2, 3, 4. Now inhale. 2, 3, 4, and pause. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, and pause. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, and pause. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, and pause. 2, 3, 4. Let's do 2 more of these breaths on your own. And again, remember, you're going to breathe in that loving energy on your inhale. And then breathe out all stress after you pause, and it's time for exhale. And let's do 1 more deep breath in now. So just nice deep breath in, think love. And 1 big exhale out, stress. Good. Now, wherever your legs are, go ahead and give them a little switch, whether that just means maybe giving them a nice little wiggle and then returning, or if you're crisscross, opposite leg on top, just something to change the way of your legs. If your legs were out, maybe you just give them a little shake, or maybe whatever they need, just a little movement. Good. Then you'll find that comfortable seat. Again, you want the opposite leg on top if you're crisscross, or just a slightly different position. And now we're going to warm up a little bit more. So you're going to tilt your chin down to your chest. And then inhale, look up to the ceiling. And exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, chin to ceiling. And exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, chin to ceiling. Good. Now exhale, chin to center. Next, you're going to inhale, chin goes over your right shoulder. And then exhale to center. Inhale, chin over left. Exhale, center. Inhale, chin over right. Exhale, center. Inhale, left. Exhale, center. One more time on your own. Good. Now you're going to bring your right ear to your right shoulder. Inhale first. Then exhale, right ear, right shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale, left ear, left shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale, right ear, right shoulder. Inhale, center. And exhale, left ear, left shoulder. Good. Now inhale, center. One more time on your own. Exhale, right. Then inhale to center. And now you're going to take some full circles all the way around with your neck. And really pause in any areas of tension. Allow for a little extra stretch in those areas. Good, and you'll go 2 more circles in this direction. Good, and now next time you're forward, go ahead and reverse your direction, circle in the opposite way. Again, nice and slow, allowing yourself to feel the stretch in your neck, really releasing tension from the neck. Good. And 2 more circles in this direction. And then you'll find center. Chin goes back to parallel to the mat. Very nice. And now go ahead and bring hands to your knees, and we're going to do the exercise of inhale, love, exhale, stress. We're going to be moving your shoulders with this. So we can tend to hold a lot of stress in our necks and our shoulders, so we're going to release that today. Inhale, shoulders go up. Inhale, love. Exhale, stress, and release the shoulders. Good. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, release. Inhale up. Exhale, release. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, release. Good. Now inhale, love with shoulders. Exhale, stress relief. And continue on your own. Inhale, think love. Exhale, out the stress. And go at your pace, your breath movement. It could be fast or it could be slow, whatever you need today. And 2 more. Good. Now you're going to bring yourself into a tabletop position. So a nice flat back, with your wrists directly under shoulders and knees directly under hips. And then you're going to bring in some cow-cat movement. So we'll start with the cow. You're going to inhale, you lift your tailbone as you drop your belly button and lift chin up towards the ceiling. Now elbows stay straight this whole time, and on your exhale, you're going to curl your tail under first and slowly wrap your body until your back is arched up, chin to chest. And then exhale out, uncurl tail, drop the belly, then lift the head and chin. Exhale, round your spine, begin at the tail, and slowly curl all the way under. Inhale, cow. And Exhale, cat. 2 more on your own. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Final time. Inhale, cow. And when you're done, you'll find a neutral spine once again. Round for cat. And now make yourself to your neutral spine. Neck and back are nice and long. From your neutral spine, you're going to take your right leg and kick your right leg back behind you at your hip height. Good. Now you're going to take your left hand out ahead of you at shoulder height and reach for opposite walls. Really turn on your abdomen muscles and all the muscles in between. Bring it back to tabletop. This is a balancing table. Send your left leg back. Hip height, your right arm out. Draw a long line of energy from fingertip to toe tip. Every muscle in between is working. And then return to a tabletop position. Good. Now you're going to tuck your toes underneath and you're going to lift your hips into a downward facing dog. So for your downward facing dog, your feet are going to be about hip distance and your body looks like an upside down V. You want to press your heels towards the mat, but it's okay if they don't touch. Press all 10 fingers firmly into the mat, and then you're going to lift your hips up to the ceiling and press your chest towards your thighs. Squeeze your abdomen, really work those core muscles in your downward facing dog. Good, now bend your knees generously, and you're going to walk your feet up towards your hands into a forward fold. Now in your forward fold, we want your spine nice and long. That is the most important thing in your forward fold. So I've seen some, even yoga teachers, with a forward fold that looks more like this. And it looks like this because they know they want to keep their spine nice and long, nice and flat. So if you can keep that spine nice and long, then you can fold in a little bit deeper. Your knees can be bent as generous as needed. But again, if that spine is not feeling nice and long, it's feeling really rounded and curled, then what you can do is simply lift until you feel your tailbone and your head in a long line. Excellent. Now for you, I want you to fold generously with your knees bent. So bring your chest to your thighs, knees bend as much as you need to make that happen. And then you're going to slowly round yourself up to standing and arms go overhead. And then exhale, arms down by your sides. Good. Now this is a mountain pose. Let's stand firm in your mountains, firm into your feet. Firm your legs, your knees, your quads, your abs and glutes. Stand up nice and tall, roll shoulder blades down and back. Good, this is a good mountain pose. Now inhale, arms go up. And then exhale, fold forward. Then you're going to inhale, halfway lift. Spine nice and flat. Exhale, fold. Now plant your hands on the mat. Send your feet back to a plank position and then lower your knees. Stay in your plank position. The tops of the feet rest on the mat. Good. So you want to keep that nice long spine, long neck. And then you're going to go into a low push-up. So bend your elbows, keeping them close to your sides. Get down until your arms are parallel to your body. Then lower all the way down. And now you're going to inhale and lift your chest. Use your back muscles to lift your chest. Press your feet firmly into the mat until your kneecaps lift. If you can, see if you can float your hands up off the ground. So very little weight is in the palms of your hand. Good. Cobra pose. And then exhale, bring it back down. Press into your hands, curl your toes, and lift your hips for a downward facing dog. And then this time you're gonna pedal your dog. So bend and straighten your knees. Good. Now, that sequence we're gonna do 3 times in a row, a little faster this time, now that we kind of know what we want each pose to look like. Find your stillness in down dog. Walk your feet up towards your hands, forward fold. And now you'll inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And then inhale, rise to mountain, arms overhead. Good, and we're gonna start here. Exhale, fold forward. Now you inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Then plant your hands, walk your feet back to a plank, and set your knees, tops of feet down. Now if you like to plank on your toes, feel free to do that. Then you're gonna lower into your low push-up, arms are parallel to the chest, and then go all the way down. And your next inhale, lift your chest, squeeze shoulder blades. If you can, float your hands. And then exhale, lower down, tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Now slowly walk your feet up towards your hands in a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And then inhale, rise to mountain, arms overhead. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands and walk your feet back. Then your choice, plank on the toes or the knees. And then lower down, low push up. Now all the way down. Then inhale for Cobra. Press into the tops of your feet, but very little weight in your hands. And then exhale, lower down, tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Now walk your feet towards your hands. Good. Forward fold. Then you're gonna inhale, halfway lift. And now you exhale, fold. And then inhale, rise to mountain, arms overhead. And you're gonna exhale, place your arms back down by your sides, mountain pose. And take a breath, just allow that practice to really sink in. One more breath. Good. Now what I want you to do is I want you to step your right foot forward, toes pointing to the straight of the room, straight in front of the room. And your back foot is going to take a step back. Your toes are at about a 45 degree angle. Good. Then both hips face the front of the room. Nice deep lunge. And you can adjust your stance as much as needed. Again, melt into each pose. Hips to the front, arms go up, warrior one. Good, now breathe here. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, release. Good. Inhale, love. And exhale, stress. Good, and one more breath. Inhale, love, reach up. Exhale, stress. Very nice. Now you're going to swing both arms open and your back foot's going to pivot until it is parallel to the short edge of your mat for a warrior two. So in your warrior two, again, we want to leave room for melting. So reach your arms for either wall, tightening your core, really firm the muscles there. Then sink deeply into your lunge. Good. And hold. And breathe. Breathe in love. Breathe out stress. One more breath. And then we'll go for a reverse warrior. So you're going to flip your right palm to the ceiling, and then you reach your whole body forward before you reach back. Your left hand is just gently resting on your left thigh. Good. Inhale, breathe in love. Exhale, stress. 2 more breaths. Inhale, love. Exhale, stress. Final breath. Inhale, love. Exhale, stress. And then bring it back to your warrior 2. Good. Now from your warrior 2, you are going to pivot onto the ball of your back foot for a high crescent lunge. So the hips now are facing forward again. You're on the ball of your back foot for a nice low lunge. Good. Now I want you to inhale, reach arms up, and then exhale, you're going to step your back foot to meet your front and arms come down by your sides. And breathe in your mountain pose. Very nice. And then your right foot forward and your left foot's going to go back for a warrior 1 opposite side. Warrior 1, again, so the front toes are facing forward and the back toes are at that 45-degree angle with a nice deep lunge. So hips face forward and then arms go up to the ceiling. Good, and really hold in this pose. I want you guys to be able to see all angles of how these poses look. Inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale. And this time, inhale, love. Exhale, stress. One more time. Inhale, love. Exhale, stress. Very nice. Now both arms going to go out, your hips open up, and remember your back foot's going to pivot till it's parallel to the short edge of your mat. You gaze over your front middle finger and then tighten that core. Really feel that engagement of the core there. So we don't want to allow our body to pop out. We want to bring everything in alignment. Great. And I'll show you from the side with our warrior 1. Good. Reach for opposite walls. Inhale, up. Exhale, stress. And then reverse your warrior. So now you're going to flip your left palm up to the ceiling and then reach forward before you reach back. Very little weight in the back hand. Inhale, up. Exhale, stress. Inhale, up. Exhale, stress. And one more time. Good. Now you bring it back to your warrior 2. And then you're going to pivot onto the ball of your back foot and both arms go forward. So your high crescent lunge. Again, you're on the ball of your back foot. Both hips are forward. Inhale, arms go up and reach. And then exhale, your back foot meets your front, arms by your sides. Take a breath in mountain pose. Good. Now you're going to stay in your mountain pose. I want you to inhale, arms up. And then exhale, sink into an imaginary chair. Send your hips back. If you can, see if your toes can float up off the mat and hands can come together at heart center. Good. If your toes can't float, just make sure that your knees are not crossing over your toes. We want to make sure the weight is in your heels. And now you're going to slowly rise into your mountain pose. And set your toes down. Good. Arms can go down by your sides. Take a breath. Very nice. Now inhale, arms up. And exhale, chair. Send your seat back. Hands can come to heart center anytime. Good. And if you're able to float your toes up off the mat, if not, that's okay. Just making sure your knees are not crossing. Very nice. And then back to your mountain pose. Arms by your sides. Take a nice deep breath. And now you're going to inhale, arms up. Final chair pose. Send your seat back. Lift your toes as able and bring hands to heart center. Good. Breathe. One more breath. Inhale, love. Exhale, stress. Then you're going to inhale one more time. And now exhale, fold forward. Bend your knees generously, and you're going to slowly send yourself to a seat. So you can put one hand behind you, one hand in front. Bring yourself to seated. And your legs come out nice and long ahead of you. Good. For that seated forward fold. So now you're going to inhale, nice long back, firm seat. Arms up. And then exhale, reach for shins, ankles, or feet, whatever is available. Inhale to lengthen in the spine. And exhale, see if you can fold a little bit more. If not, that's okay. Just stay right where you're at. But do try to inhale, lengthen spine. Two more breaths. Final breath. Now you walk both hands up to center. And I want you to cross your right foot over your left. And then your left hand's going to come back behind you as a kickstand. And your right hand goes up to the ceiling. So your right arm is up and your right foot is crossed. Inhale, reach. And then bring your right elbow to the inside of your right knee for a gentle twist. Nice long spine. Bring this twist from the core. Allow your core to be the muscles that create this twist. And one more breath. And now you're going to come back to center. We're going to counter that twist. So your right hand goes back behind you as the kickstand now. And your left arm up. So this time we have left arm to ceiling and right leg crossed over. Inhale, reach. And then bring your left elbow to the outside of your knee and twist. Inhale to lengthen your spine. Good. Twist from the core, not the low back. One more breath. Good. Now you bring your left hand back to center. Both legs are going to go wide ahead of you. And sit firmly into your seat. Grow your spine nice and tall. And then you're going to inhale, arms go up. And now exhale, fold forward. And then inhale to lengthen. Good. And again. Breathe in love. Exhale, stress. One more breath. Now you walk your hands back up to the center. Bring both legs together. And now you're going to cross your left foot over your right. And your right hand comes back behind you, left arm up. So we got left arm up, left leg crossed, inhale, reach. And then exhale, elbow to knee for a twist. Inhale to find some length in your spine. Exhale, see if you can twist just a little bit more. Inhale, love, exhale, stress. One more breath. Now you'll bring your left hand back behind you like a kickstand, right arm up. Reach on your inhale and then exhale, elbow to knee and twist. Lengthen your spine. One more. And then you'll come back to center. You're going to stretch both legs out now, feet planted on the mat, knees up to the ceiling. Good. Grow your spine nice and tall. Reach your arms out ahead of you, or they can gently grab onto your hamstrings. Either way is fine. And what you're going to do is lean back very slowly, bringing yourself to lying down on your back, using your abdomen to get there. So you're really working your core muscle, slowly working all the way down. You may feel your body tremble and shake. That's normal. Just really allowing the movement to be directed by your core strength. Once you get down, your arms are going to come out into a cactus shape or a T shape on the mat, and you're going to bring your feet a little bit closer to your body planted on the mat. Good. Now you're going to allow both knees to fall to the left, and you have the option to look straight up at the ceiling or look over your right shoulder. And now maybe your knees don't fall to the ground like mine. That's okay. They can be just right here. We want to get a stretch on the outer right side hip and the chest area. So this is a nice spinal twist. And if you bring your neck in for the twist, then you're sending a little bit more stretch on the outer left side of your neck as well. And 2 more breaths here. Now you're going to bring both head and knees back to the center and opposite side. Allow your knees to fall to the right as you gaze over your left shoulder. And breathe. Keep both shoulders in contact with the mat. A nice supine twist to release all that work we did. Two more breaths. Now you're going to bring both your head and your knees back to center. Bring knees into your chest and give your knees a nice big squeeze. Then if you can just stay here, or you can rock side to side if that feels good. Maybe it feels good to hold still and take some knee circles. Just making sure to go both directions if that's what you choose. Bringing in some organic movement before we go into our final Savasana here. So again, maybe it's these knee rotations around in a circle. Maybe your knees are hugged in and you're rocking side to side. Maybe you found your way into a happy baby pose, or maybe into a legs up the wall. Any pose that feels good for you. Maybe you made your way into a bridge, feet planted, hips lift. One more breath wherever you are. And slowly release. And you're going to bring everything down long and wide for your final Savasana. So your legs go about mat distance. And your arms are going to go out by your sides, palms face up. They're away from your body. Your head is just resting gently, whatever feels good. Close your eyes. Breathe your natural breath. And continue to breathe in love. Breathe out stress. Breathing your natural breath. I'm going to guide you through this Shavasana, so feel free, if you prefer a silent Shavasana, to set this on pause and go for yourself with a silent Shavasana, or you can feel free to join our guided Shavasana. So as you lie there with palms face up, arms and legs wide, eyes are closed, I want you to imagine now that you're laying out in a field of grass. And as you lay out there in the field of grass, the warm spring sun is shining down upon you. It's the perfect temperature outside. It's not too hot and not too cold. And as you breathe in, you feel the warmth of the sun. The warmth of the sun brings you a feeling of joy and love. You're relaxed. You are warm and peaceful. As you lay here in the sun and breathe in its warmth, you find you have no worries. You have no cares. The sun is offering you so much right now. That's all you focus on. You breathe in and you smell the warm spring air. You feel the warm breeze blow on your skin. You can taste the dew of spring on your tongue. There's birds chirping and squirrels wrestling in the bushes around you. And with your eyes closed, you begin to visualize the grassy meadow that you're laying in. And maybe where those squirrels, where those birds are, maybe what they're doing in your environment. Continue to breathe in the warmth of the sun. Breathe in love. Breathe out stress. And now go ahead and begin to wiggle fingers and toes. Maybe you rock your head from side to side, or a full body stretch if you like. And then when you're ready, you're going to roll onto one side and hug your knees in. And as you lay with your knees hugged in, I want you to bring to mind a sense of gratitude for your body, everything it's done here for you today and throughout your life. And then when you're ready, you'll prop yourself to a comfortable seat with eyes closed as able. And now you're going to inhale, arms go overhead, palms meet. And then turn your palms face out, and with intention, press the air around you away. Press out any stressors in your life. Press them away from you. You're creating space in your field, your bubble, for love and love alone. Stress does not belong here. And then hands come to heart center. Thank you all for joining me and allowing me to be your guide. I honor and appreciate the light inside of each and every one of you. Namaste. Namaste. Good. So namaste simply means, the short saying I said before that, it means I honor and appreciate the light inside of you. So feel free to say namaste at the end of each practice, or not. If you prefer not to, that's okay too. But that's what that means. It's just a friendly greeting saying that I honor and appreciate the likeness in me that is in you. Okay? I'm really so glad that we got to do this first class together. And I'm excited for the next class. It looks like our next class is going to be focused a little bit more on anxiety. So we will bring in an anxiety relief class next week. And I appreciate you all being here. We will see you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.